It is Wednesday, 7th May. Good morning. Welcome to THG News Today with Mervin. The news, of course, is powered by Carl & Sons Unique Bakery on the island of St. Martin, with 3 locations on the island, in Colbay, at the St. Martin's Medical Center, and on the Punfill. If this is your first time here with us this morning, we always ask our first-time viewers and listeners to please subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you do not miss any news and information on here. Let's begin this morning. News from Donald Trump himself. In a controversial new move, the Trump administration has announced a program that offers undocumented immigrants a $1,000 stipend and free airfare if they voluntarily leave the United States. The initiative, which officials are calling a cost-effective self-deportation program, is been administered by the Department of Homeland Security. The goal, according to the Homeland Security Secretary, is to reduce the financial and logistical strain of traditional deportation processes. If you are here illegally, self-deportation is the best, safest, and most cost-effective way to leave the United States to avoid arrest, according to the Homeland Secretary. The administration argues that the program could reduce deportation costs by up to 70%, cutting expenses from an average of $17,000 per individual to about $4,500. Over 5,000 undocumented immigrants reportedly used the app to schedule voluntary departures in April alone. President Donald Trump suggested that undocumented immigrants who comply with the program could be eligible for legal re-entry in the future. Those who follow the law, leave voluntarily, and show good character may be given consideration to come back the right way, Trump said during a campaign event. Please don't believe that. Don't believe that. Let's continue. Despite the administration's framing of the policy as humane and fiscally responsible, immigration advocates have raised concerns. Critics warn that undocumented immigrants who opt in this program may unknowingly forfeit their right to seek asylum and other legal protections. And we are also following what's happening there in Newark, New Jersey, as far as the Newark Airport is concerned. And the reason why I am reporting this today, because I know that this will affect or has some kind of negative impact on Caribbean travel, as far as tourists coming into the Caribbean islands, especially with United Airlines' main hub at Newark Airport. Hundreds of flights from Newark Airport have been cancelled because of what's taken place there. So let me update you with some information. Hundreds of flights were either delayed or cancelled between last week and the start of this week at Newark Liberty International Airport, and the travel headaches were expected to continue this week. According to the flight tracking website FlightAware, as of yesterday, the airport had already seen dozens of delays, hundreds of delays and cancellation, continuing the trend of disruptions at the airport over the past week. On top of staffing shortages, there was a brief communication blackout between air traffic control and pilots last week. The National Air Traffic Controls Union told media outlets that last Monday they temporarily lost radar and communications with aircrafts under their control. Wow. Unable to see, hear, or talk to them. The fried piece of copper wire sparked a 90-second radar and communications blackout for workers overseeing the airport's air traffic. That is crazy. Crazy. Air traffic controllers in Philadelphia, according to this report, they were so traumatized by the event that they are now on leave. The union revealed their trauma leave can last up to 45 days. Now that this is in play regarding the air traffic control, of course, there's this back and forth between the air traffic control unions and the Trump administration. So here it is, they're saying, oh, workers can't make it. They can't come out to work because they're traumatized of what took place last week, Monday, with the blackout, and they're staying home for up to 45 days. So that will add more pressure on the traffic out of Newark Airport. So Caribbean nationals in the diaspora, avoid Newark Airport at all costs because you won't be going anywhere. You just won't. Out of Washington, D.C., we know that Secretary of State Marco Rubio, he met yesterday with Prime Ministers of Antigua and Barbuda, the Bahamas, Dominica, Grenada, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And we expect a lot to come out of these meetings. Later today, I'm hopeful that I'll have a detailed report to present to you regarding what transpired yesterday afternoon. They met at 3 o'clock in Washington with Marco Rubio, Secretary of State. We know, especially when it comes to immigration matters, visas, citizenships, you name it, what is going on? Well, I guess the leaders, hopefully, they'll come truthfully to the Caribbean citizens and update you accordingly. And finally, in the news this morning out of Trinidad and Tobago, police are searching for two criminals in Trinidad who raped and robbed an elderly woman and beat her ailing husband in a home invasion on Saturday night. The couple was asleep in their home in southwest Trinidad when around 11 p.m. the intruders kicked down the front door. The 68-year-old man, who is ailing from a stroke, and his 65-year-old wife told officers they were awakened by a loud noise and moments later observed two men, one who was armed with a cutlass, in their bedroom. The intruders ransacked the house as they searched for cash and valuables and beat the elderly ailing man on his face with the cutlass. They grabbed 5,000 TNT dollars and took the couple's two cell phones. The couple, who has dual citizenship in Trinidad and Tobago and the United States, they also robbed them of their U.S. driver's permit, their passport, and $300. Police were told that one of the criminals raped the elderly woman, and then his accomplice dragged her to an abandoned house where he too sexually assaulted her. The criminals then fled the scene. Police teams are searching for these criminals, but no one has been arrested. No wonder the current Prime Minister, Kamla Prasad Basa, she said on a campaign trail that she believed that people really supposed to have licensed guns. Everybody, every citizen. So when these people come to your home and invade your place, you can just open up the... You know what? Let's play that clip. Let's play that clip by Prime Minister Kamla, and then we'll end.
And when the brutal rapists and criminals come into your homes, I tell you again, load up your matic, light them up, empty the clip.
That's it right there. That's it right there. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we've just concluded THG News Today with Mervin Hanley, powered by Carl & Sons Unique Bakery on the island of St. Martin. Do join me here again on Friday morning for a similar presentation. Have yourselves a blessed day.
Carl & Sons have been serving the people of St. Martin for over 40 years. And the food and service get better and better. From early morning, customers flock to the bakery for their favorite sandwiches, cakes, pastries, you name it. First thing at mornings and last thing at afternoons, folks rush to Carl & Sons for simply the best. There are two locations, Colbay and on the Ponfill. In Colbay, the opening hours are Monday to Friday from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. On Saturdays, 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. And on Sundays, 6:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. and 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Opening hours on the Ponfill, Monday to Friday, 6:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Saturday and Sunday, 6:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. We also cater for weddings, parties, special events, whatever the occasion. It's Carl & Sons. Our staff, we are always happy to serve you. Call us today, the Colbay location, 721-544-2462. That's 721-544-2462. Or in Phillipsburg, 721-543-1059. That's 721-543-1059. It's Carl & Sons Bakery. We are here to serve you. Nevis, satisfy your sweet tooth at Feaser's, the cozy spot in Charlestown, known for its mouth-watering ice cream and dal parade. We are open Monday to Saturday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Come in and sample our patties, sandwiches, air-fried wings with fries, hot dogs, rotis, and now our famous smoothies, in all flavors of course. And don't forget to try the famous Bus-Up Shut and Saltfish. It's Feaser's, located at the entrance to the Cotton Gillery Mall in Charlestown, Nevis. They're also available by phone, so place your order by calling 1-869-665-2458. Don't ask about the rest, just try the best.